Well, it's time we begin to be concerned about survival again. Things are heating up in the Middle East. The Palestinians from Hamas in Gaza Strip are firing 400 or 500 rockets a day at the Israelis. The Israelis are bombing them 400 times a day to compensate and retaliate. And the ISIS bunch in Syria and northern Iraq are claiming now that they have a radical Islamist state, they're going to start attacking America. And so you have to be prepared. And I would have you get a hold of my book called God Bless America. God Bless America. We go in there how to defend yourself and your loved ones, your family. You have to be prepared here. And it tells you how to protect yourself personally, how to protect your family, which is paramount to me. Protect your family, how to protect your community, how to survive natural disasters, how to survive home invasions and so forth. There's things you can do, okay? So I want you to get your go bag ready to go. You got to have maps. You got to have compasses, just simple old-fashioned compass. You have to learn how to use them. And I want you to get the book, God Bless America. It wouldn't hurt to get a hold of the book, Wall Street for Kids, because you need to deal with finances as part of this, okay? And I need you to start getting, I'd get a month's supply, 2 months' supply, 3 months' supply, whatever storage space you have available to you, of the Go Foods. Per person, they have a 25-year shelf life. You can nibble at meals during the week and then have them constantly replaced. They have a 25-year shelf life. They're all non-GMO. They're all MSG-free. They're all organic. Half of them are gluten-free. And then I would throw in the Slender FX Weight Management Meal Replacers, which are protein shakes, which you can add water to, or heavy whipping cream if you need to maintain your weight, or if you want to just have water for weight loss, or just a few high-quality protein calories. And then, of course, you need to have either the cardio packs on the go, or these 30 little envelopes in each box that have a day supply for 100 pounds a person of all the 90 essential nutrients. You want to have the samples of the Beyond Tangerine, Osteoetics Plus. You're going to have to, because they have long shelf life, they're easy to carry, they're lightweight, they're not bottles of liquid. You have these things in your go bag. I'd also have a couple of cigarette lighters just to be able to start fires when you need to, for warmth and for cooking and sterilizing water and so on. The colloidal silver, the Envision colloidal silver, is good to sterilize water and to deal with wounds, keep them from actually getting infected, or if they're infected, clean them up. Tells you what to collect for dealing with wounds, how to sew yourself up, and what to have to do that. All the things you need, the pocket knives and flashlight batteries and things like little solar panels to generate electricity, recharge cell phones, etc. Start thinking of these things now. Find your escape routes and arm yourself whichever way is legal in your state. Small arms, we're talking about handguns, we're talking about small shotguns, small gauge shotguns, small gauge rifles. Everybody can deal with in the home. Go take your kids out and your spouse and teach them how to shoot. We're going to be in trouble here. Things are going to happen, and we have to be prepared to take care of ourselves, our families, and our neighborhoods and our families and our churches. Now, we're going to have to do this because nobody else is going to do it. And so I urge you to, again, get a hold of the book, God Bless America, and get a hold of the book, Wall Street for Kids. Start collecting coins, even pennies. Collect coins and have them in cloth bags, easily transported in your pocket or in your belt, because metal will always have value for trading, for food, and for passage. Okay, paper money, who knows? But certainly metal will always have value, so I'd urge you to do that. And have the aromatherapy oils, tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, raven syrup for lung problems. You get pneumonias, you're not going to have access to a doctor. I'd get a hold of the book, Let's Play Doctor, so you can do a lot of stuff there. The book, God Bless America, particularly deals with wounds, self-inflicted by cutting yourself or inflicted upon you. by fire or trauma, car wrecks, buildings or logs falling on, all this sort of stuff. It tells you how to deal with these things and survive major trauma. Get a hold of the book, God Bless America, because we're going to have to survive if America is going to survive. This is a conscious effort. Preparedness is everything. And I urge you to do this for your children's sake and for our country's sake. We're going to have some things going on here that if you're not prepared, it will be disaster for yourself and your family. So I urge you to, again, get a hold of the book, God Bless America, the book, Wall Street for Kids, and the book, Let's Play Doctor. Those three books together will cover everything from trauma to infectious disease to people who have diabetes and arthritis. What are you going to do if you can't get to a pharmacy? What are you going to do if you can't get to a doctor? You're going to have to know how to deal with all this. Get a hold of the book, God Bless America, the book, Let's Play Doctor, and the book, Wall Street for Kids. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way, and Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this is one of these ones from Fox's Dr. Manny, and it's he says, natural ways to relieve arthritis pain. He said he got a question for a man who wanted alternative therapies out there for arthritis. He said many sufferers are going to complementary or alternative practices to manage their symptoms because conventional medical treatment is either helping them or they're trying to avoid the side effects of drugs. And according to the National Institute of Arthritis and Musculoskeletal and Skin Diseases, they say regular exercise. And they recommend 3 types of exercise. One is range of motion exercises that help maintain normal joint movement and relative stiffness and increase flexibility. Strength exercises such as weight training to help keep the muscle strength up. Aerobic or endurance exercises like riding a bike or dancing to keep up cardiovascular fitness. And they also recommend a healthy diet. They say there's over 100 types of arthritis, and no single diet will help everyone. I would disagree with that. But they say the Arthritis Foundation established the following guidelines. And they say, eat a variety of foods. Avoid those that interact with your medications. Use fat and cholesterol in moderation. And they say, eat plenty of vegetables, fruits, and whole grain products. And they go on to say, use sugar and salt in moderation. Drink alcohol in moderation. Take in daily requirements of vitamins and minerals, including calcium. I was kind of surprised to see that one on the list. And they go on to talk about dietary supplements. They said, according to the American College of Rheumatology, they noted that there is some ginger and evidence that ginger and willow bark will actually help relieve pain. They say, however, those contain chemicals that are similar to those found in Aleve and Advil, which can cause inflammation of the stomach and intestines. Also may interfere with blood clotting and cause fluid retention. May be problematic for those with high blood pressure or cardiovascular disease. They do recommend chondroitin sulfate and glucosamine supplements. They say they're either sold in combination or separately. They are recommended for pain relief and use in conjunction with other pain medication, although their effectiveness is unproven. The college says they appear to be relatively safe. They're also recommending omega-3 fatty acids, and they also want you to manage your stress. And according to the the Mayo Clinic, they say you can also use hot and cold applications, such as, a hot shower or cold to dull the pain and that kind of thing. And I found it interesting. They're recommending exercise and all, but they're not really, other than the one mention of supplementation, they don't really even mention that, taking like a product like glucosamine and chondroitin can actually help you rebuild the cartilage in your knee, and then they would have a problem any longer.
You're exactly right, Doug. Well, the problem with the medical group is they believe that arthritis is a genetic thing. And you can only sort of moderate it, by what you eat, supplementation, medication, all that kind of stuff. And that's their problem. They believe it's a genetic thing. In reality, arthritis in all its forms, these dozens of forms of arthritis, with the exception of rheumatoid arthritis, which is an infection, which has the nutritional deficiency access to it also, I like to give and kind of go along with their one little sentence. They say, give, minimum daily requirements of all the vitamins and minerals. Well, they believe there's only 23, and there's actually 90. So I want people, when they want to prevent arthritis, go ahead and take the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. If they have arthritis, including rheumatoid arthritis, you take the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, appropriate for body weight, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. And then for rheumatoid arthritis, you throw in 3 of the Killer Biotic twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. Because remember, rheumatoid arthritis is an infection with a bug called mycoplasma. It's killable, and then you just have to rebuild the damage. Nobody should suffer with arthritis for longer than 60 to 90 days. If you've been suffering for longer than 60 for 90 days, fire your doctor and contact your Youngevity associate. Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, killer biotic for rheumatoid arthritis. You'll be glad you did. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Houston, Texas. And Lad, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hey,
Lad,
Dr.
you're on the
Wallach.
air.
Hey,
yes, sir. How can we help you?
I finally get to talk to you. This is fantastic.
Thank you. How can I help you, sir?
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a little story here, so please be patient with me. I'm gonna try to read from my script so I don't go off my script. So I'm just gonna read it. But I collapsed back in August last year with an intense, sharp pain in the middle of my chest. And I went to the hospital and they couldn't find anything. Blood pressure was normal. They wanted to keep me overnight, and my wife and I decided no, since they were overcharging us for the bill anyway. I decided to go home, and they wanted to see if they could find the enzyme to find out if I had a mild heart attack, and they needed a 24-hour period for me to be there. That's when we opted to say no. I went home later that night. The pain that was directly in the center of my chest went directly to my neck. And it was constant, not throbbing, but constant pain in both my jugular veins. And it lasted for about 4 hours. I literally thought I was going to die. I finally fell asleep. I woke up the next morning, and I immediately called Peter Glidden. And as he's part of I'm part of his downline in Youngevity. So I figured I'd give him a call. And my upline knew him really well. They both live in the same town. And so I talked to Peter Glidden, and he put me on Calcarea carbonica, 200 CK, for about 2 weeks.
Which is a homeopathic remedy. Which is a homeopathic, yeah.
Yeah, and he told me, he said, this is going to kickstart my heart a little bit. My heart was very weak. I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs. And I'm not a fat guy. You know, I'm 35-inch waist. I'm 6'1". I'm, 195. I'm broad-shouldered. People say I look like I work out, but I don't. So this was kind of shocking to me, and I'm 47 years old. Now, I was taking the Youngevity products for about 6-8 months, but I didn't realize I was taking half the dosage. Plus, I was drinking 3 cups of coffee a day. And so I was also talking with Ben Fuchs, and he said, get off the coffee because it's leaching calcium from your system. Just get off of it. Well, I weaned myself off but not as much as I should. But I've been drinking it for like 20 years, 3 cups a day. And so I didn't even mention this to Peter Glidden, and he says, that's the reason why you're calcium deficient. And I can tell you, I was about to tell you, you're calcium deficient.
Okay, we got to run to one of these message moments here, so you're going to have to hang on, Lad. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Texas and Lad. Okay, we need to get to the bottom line here, Lad, and get to the question, please, sir.
You got it. So anyway, he basically put me on 4 scoops of BTT, 3 scoops of the OsteoFX, 12 of the Ultimate ESA Plus a day, 12 of the Selenium, 4 of the Smart FX to control my nocturnal seizure condition that I had, which has done wonderful. And I'm taking extra, 4,000 milligrams of extra vitamin C a day because Ben Fuchs suggested that. And I'm also on the Survival Shield, Nascent Iodine. I take 4 drops 3 times a day. And that's basically what I'm taking for the supplements. I'm eating 6 raw eggs a day with my protein shake. So that's what I'm doing. And, I'm eating big salads, with...
Okay, what is your... I hate to interrupt here, Lad, but we need to get to the question because we got 20 people waiting here.
No, I know. But the reason why I'm asking all this is because, and I've been waiting a long time to tell you this, is because now I had about 2 weeks ago, had the same elevated blood pressure, racing heart kind of situation.
Doug, we're going to have to cut Lad off here. Okay, he's got to pot him down. When he's ready to ask me a question, he needs to call back. Okay, let's go to caller.
All right, let's head over to Bryant, Texas. And Jane, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jane, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I have a follow-up question pertaining to my abscesses on my liver. I finished my 42 infusions of Rocephin. The pick is out, and I'm now on Augmentin. Do I continue taking the 3 killer biotics, the 3 de-stress, the 3 selenium twice a day as you recommended?
Well, I have to ask you, what is the status of the abscesses in your liver?
All the blood work is perfect.
Okay, but do the abscesses still exist?
By blood work...
Don't tell me, no. You can't tell from your blood work. They have to do an ultrasound or a CAT scan or something like that.
That has not been done.
Have they not looked?
No.
Okay, well, I would stay on the 9 killer biotic a day. and then obviously your 90 essential nutrients to support your immune system. But what you need to do is get me the results of the CAT scan or the ultrasound, whatever they're going to do, to identify if those abscesses are still there. If the abscesses are still there, your blood work is good, which means they've sort of tamped down the infection that might have been leaking out of those abscesses. But what you're going to need to do, if those abscesses are still there, I would never stop taking the Killer Biotic. I mean, I take 3 twice a day. I've been doing it since we came out with that product many years ago, and I plan on doing it until 10 years after I die, because as preventive, in your particular case, you do not want to wake up one morning and one of those abscesses have ruptured and leaking all that pus and bacteria and stuff all over the place. And so you always want to have the Killer Biotic going in to support your immune system. And 2 of those 8 of the herbs in Killer Biotic also have antimicrobial activity. So you may have to take it forever. It just depends on what the ultrasound and our CAT scan say. Call me when you get that information. In the meantime, stick with it. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
How about a break?
Well, there you go. Contact your Youngevity associate, guys and gals. Ask for epigenetics, the death of the genetic theory of disease transmission. You'll be glad you did, because you'll be able to add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life and your kids' lives. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to Ecuador, all the way to Ecuador, and Patricio. Patricio, you're on the air.
Hi, doctor. This is Patricio. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. How can I help you?
Doctor, I call you because doctor diagnosed me ankylosing spondylitis. Is it right pronunciation?
Yes, perfect. Ankylosing spondylitis. I'm very familiar with it.
I apologize if my pronunciation is not right.
No, that's fine. Perfect pronunciation. How much do you weigh, Patricio?
What?
What is your body weight?
I'm 32 years old. My weight is 150 pounds. I am 5 feet 8 inches. My buttocks hurt me a lot, especially when I get up early in the morning. My bones always sound with cracks, always.
Okay.
Also, my thumbs and my wrists hurt, and I have red eyes all the time. I heard about you and your product, and I recently bought a Healthy Start Pack, but I really want to know if there's a specific product or pack that I have to buy.
Okay, get your pen and paper out, and I'll try to go slowly so you can get this, but you obviously know about our products. At 150 pounds, for ankylosing spondylitis, which is actually an osteoporosis problem, what happens is you get bone spurs on the adjacent vertebrae. The bone spur from the upper vertebrae touch the bone spurs from the lower vertebrae, and they actually will bond together, and they graft together. And what happens is you get like a welded chain effect in your back, which can be very painful. It reduces your ability to twist right and left, bend forward, bend backwards, and it will be progressive unless we intervene here. You're a perfect candidate. You are a perfect candidate for 2 of the Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. That's 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. All that will come from the 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. I would also get 2 bottles a month of what's called Bone Builder. Okay, it's from our Super Life division of our Youngevity family of companies. And I want you to get 2 bottles of Bone Builder, and I would take 3 of those at breakfast and 3 at dinner. And all this together will support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. With the 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs, you're also going to get each 1 wide mouth jar of the CM cream, which is an analgesic, a pain reliever, and also anti-inflammatory. You can apply the CM cream morning and again 3 in the afternoon to the joints that make noise, to wherever you have pain, whether it's soft tissue like muscle or joints or bones anywhere along the line. And within 10-15 minutes, you're going to see some significant improvement in pain, sometimes significant benefit, sometimes total benefit for 3, 4, 5 hours. But you will have to repeat that 2 or 3 times a day for the first couple of weeks. After that, there should be enough repair going on that you're going to see less and less and less pain. You will have to use less and less of the CM Plus capsules or the CM cream topically. Give us a call every couple of weeks if you would, Patricia. Let us know how you're doing, because you're going to see a really remarkable benefit here. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Torrance, California. And Jason, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Jason, you're on the air.
Hi, Doc. I've had digestive issues for a while now after eating food. I get real, gassy, burpy, a little bit of chest pressure, and it's been going on for a while. And I take, beyond taking Tangerine, plant-derived minerals every day, and I've been taking the digestive enzymes one before dinner, but still having the problems, of good digestion.
Okay, when you say you're taking digestive enzymes, does this include stomach acid and ox bile?
I'm taking the longevity.
Okay, you're taking the ultimate enzymes? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, good. How much do you weigh, sir?
130 pounds.
Okay. I would go ahead and take 2 of those ultimate enzymes, say 2 to 5 minutes before each meal, with a couple ounces of water. I would go ahead and get the either the Triple Treat chocolate or the root beer belly and reestablish probiotics in your intestines. But I would also get the peppermint oil from our Ancient Legacy division. Put 3 or 4 drops of the peppermint oil in an 8-ounce cup of warm water, and before each meal, sip on that throughout the meal, leaving about a third of it. At the end of the meal, go ahead and drink it all down at one time. You're going to find you're going to have a significant relief. And, of course, by the time, and I want you to salt your food, because salt is very important for the chief cells in the stomach to make hydrochloric acid. When you have digestive gas, bloating, this is because you don't have enough acid in your stomach. And when you don't have enough acid in your stomach, yeast and bacteria grow. And so as soon as you eat, they ferment this food as warm and dark and wet and lots of food coming in there. And so the yeast and the bacteria will ferment the food, creating all this gas. And so we need to get the acid level improved, which means we need more acid. We need a pH below 2, 1 being the most acid, 14 being the most alkaline, 7 being neutral. The pH of your stomach environment must be below 2. I like it at 1.2 or even 1, and you're going to find that you're going to do much better with your digestive problems. But don't forget the Ancient Legacy's peppermint oil. You are going to find remarkable results. You get improvement within seconds sometimes. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how you're doing, Jason. Okay, Doug, let's go to another caller.
All right, let's head to Cincinnati, Ohio. And Jody, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jody, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I love you. Love you.
Well, I love you too. How can I help you?
I have a friend who has sclerosis, lordosis, degenerative discs, and pinched nerve, and a lot of pain. And I don't know what to do to help him. I mean, he's on some longevity, but still in a lot of pain.
Okay, well, several things. Does he have any other issues we need to know about? Does he have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, any asthma, respiratory problems, bowel problems?
No, sir.
Okay. What does he weigh?
185.
Okay. Well, what I would do, when you said he has sclerosis, is this sclerosis of the bones, sclerosis of the muscles, or the brain? What's he got sclerosis of?
Sclerosis of the, in his back, of the spine.
Okay. So what I would do is go ahead and give him 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. The pain can be relieved with each one of the healthy bone and joint packs is going to have that wide mouth jar of the CM cream, which he can apply to anywhere there's pain, whether it's a joint or a special place in his back. He'll get very quick relief, sometimes total relief for 3 or 4 hours. And then 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine Nutri-Crystals at breakfast and dinner. I would also give him 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucogel a day. It's 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and all that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. Because he has all this back stuff, I would also throw in the Bone Builder, 3 of those capsules twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And call me every couple of weeks, because your friend Jody is going to be really, really, really happy that you've suggested this for him, because it will give him immediate pain relief because of the CM cream. But our goal here is over a brief period of time, a couple of weeks, couple of months, you're going to see 60, 90 days. We're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes the bone itself. Call us every couple of weeks, Jody. Let us know how this guy's doing. We're going to walk you guys through this. He will be one of our poster children. Well, stick with us, folks. We're going to be back with more truth, justice, and the Youngevity way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity and the 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to North Carolina. And Rodney, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Rodney, you're on the air.
Hey, good afternoon, Dr. Wallach. It's an honor and privilege to speak with you.
Well, thank you, sir. How can we help you?
Okay, my wife is 30 weeks pregnant. She's been hospitalized several times. She's a type 2 diabetic. She's in the hospital right now as we speak. She's been diagnosed with hyperemesis, preeclampsia. Her blood sugar has been going up and down to where they've really been playing around with her insulin dosage. She has chronic nausea. Some days she can eat. Other days she's vomiting and, real nauseated and going up and down in weight. And basically they're wanting to keep her in the hospital, and now they've taken urine tests to see if she has any protein, for the preeclampsia.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, these guys don't know what causes preeclampsia. Actually, preeclampsia, blood pressure goes up, and it's really a simple mineral deficiency problem because the embryo at this stage is stealing nutrients from the mama faster than she's taking them in. And this kind of goes along with emesis, which is nausea and throwing up and that kind of stuff. And so it's imperative that she get some nutrients here. Is she taking the Youngevity products yet?
No, not yet. I'm planning
to get some of the products. Okay, but she's in the hospital now?
Yeah, she's in the hospital now.
Mm-hmm. What does she weigh?
She's been fluctuating in between 125 pounds and 135 pounds.
Okay. So, Shar, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Shar.
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you do for a 125-pound lady who has type 2 diabetes and let's see here. She got high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes.
Well, she needs a healthy, sweet,
healthy blood,
sugar pack. Yeah, and she could take. Well, the high blood pressure is caused by a lack of calcium, so she could take an extra bottle of the liquid calcium too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about the Ultimate Dailies?
Ultimate Daily would be good too.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. Well, here's what I would have ready for your wife as soon as she gets home, because they may send her home on medication and drugs, which I don't like for pregnant women. Now, this is a simple nutritional problem here. And so Shar said, I'd go ahead and get her one healthy blood sugar pack. I'd get her an extra bottle of the OsteoFX Plus and an extra bottle of the Ultimate Daily tablets. I would have her take 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at dinner time. I'd have her take 1 scoop of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner. The 3 EFA Pluses, I would have her take 1 at breakfast, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner. And then, of course, I would have her take the 3 Sweeties spread out, 1 at breakfast, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner. If they put her on insulin, or if she's on insulin or tablets, obviously she's going to have to check her fasting blood sugar before she medicates herself so that she can adjust her blood sugar. Because if her blood sugar is high, it will come down. We don't make it too low to where either she or the baby go unconscious here. And so you do have to watch that and make sure before she medicates herself, she must take her fasting blood sugar so she can adjust her medication on a day-to-day basis. And the Ultimate Daily tablets, at her body weight in this situation with a high blood pressure, I would go ahead and, which is called preeclampsia, is AKA high blood pressure, I'd go ahead and have her take 3 a day, start her out 3 a day, be 1 at breakfast, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner. And with the extra calcium, that should support and promote maintenance of blood pressure in the proper levels. And so give us a call as soon as she gets out of the hospital and give us numbers on her blood sugar, when she wakes up in the morning, her weight and all that kind of stuff, and we'll kind of retouch bases here. But it wouldn't hurt to order this stuff and have it ready when she gets out of the hospital. Well, thank you so much, Shar. Thank you so much, Doug. And a new guy on the block here, RJ, welcome to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie show. Great job. And thank you so much, guys and gals. Just remember, we'll be back with more Dead Doctors Don't Lie tomorrow.